I just wanted to talk about a few things, man. I'm just seeing so many young kids that are so talented, could dribble really well, shoot very well, very talented, do drills and things like that very well, but then it doesn't transfer over to the game. I'm seeing a lot of guys that's nice, but in the game, they're not really looking that good. You know what I'm saying? The decisions that you make on the court is everything. You could be an average player, not that good, but if you understand the game and you make good decisions on the court, you could be a pretty decent player. You understand? I think a lot of kids don't actually study the game, watch basketball. And I'm not even gonna front. I was one of those guys that didn't get it. JV, my junior year. But shout out to Frank Conroy. Frank Conroy really helped me understand offensive plays and whatnot. I was a straight street ball player. I was N1 out. You know what I'm saying? And the little church leagues and stuff, I was playing and I could kind of, just shake my man up and go to the basket or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But once I started to really learn offense and stuff like that, I struggled. I struggled a lot. My first coach on JV, Doc, he was the first one to introduce plays to me. And he gave us a book. It was it was this thick, of all the plays that we had to run. And all the other players didn't even go through the book like that, But it was so confusing to me, and it was so much. You know what I'm saying? I remember really reading it and trying to study it and trying to learn the plays. But then when I would get on the court, I would be confused and whatnot, and you know what I'm saying? Not knowing where to go. It was so many plays or whatever. I was wild confused. So I remember running the plays. I would be on the court by myself, right? And I would visualize where everybody is at, and I would run through the play by myself. You know what I'm saying? And that helped me a lot. I did that in high school too. When I got with Frank Conroy, I used to do that too. I'll go through the play, just by myself. But everybody's there or whatever. When I was at the court at the park practicing, and that's a really good technique. I think a lot of you can use. You know what I'm saying? Running through plays and things like that, creating a situation in your head and how you're gonna go through it. That's how I do my workouts. I'll create a situation that's usually gonna happen on the court. And we're going to keep practicing what you're going to do in that situation. And after a while, when you're in the game, you don't even think twice about it. You just automatically know what to do in certain situations. So a lot of you are gifted and really talented, but you got to study the game a little more. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Study the game a little more. And film. You got to watch yourself play. You got to watch film of yourself playing. If you're struggling, you know what I mean, you're really talented, but you find yourself struggling in games, you gotta watch game film. You know what I'm saying? Watch yourself play, and then think about what you could do better, and what was the situation and what you could do better. After I played the game back in the days, I didn't have no film or nothing like that. But after I would play in a game, I would constantly replay it in my mind. What could I have done better? Or that how I crossed somebody or whatever. I would constantly think of it over and over again. But I would think about my turnovers and things like that and be how could I have not turned the ball over? What do I need to work on so I don't turn the ball over? Things like that. You know what I'm saying? I barely knew the purpose of a play. You know what I mean? When I first started. But it's simple. Every time down, you're trying to get the easiest shot possible. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get the easiest shot possible against the defense. So the purpose of running a play is for you to get that easiest shot. It's going to set you up to get a nice, open, easy shot. You know what I'm saying? But you could do that without a play too. That's what I'm talking about. We're understanding the game. Kids don't know when to shoot. Don't know when to pass. Don't know when to dribble. You understand what I'm saying? Don't know what to do in certain situations. Don't know how to attack or retreat when you see a double team coming. When you're getting trapped in the backcourt. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That's why you need to watch film and understand the concept of the game. You know what I'm saying? Know when to take a three. Sometimes taking a three is the easiest shot that we can get. You understand what I'm saying? But it doesn't make sense to try to shoot in somebody's face when they're right on you just because you want to fill up your ego, because you want to look like Curry, to satisfy your ego, right? Being on a team is being selfless. You know what I'm saying? It's knowing how to be selfless, knowing how to make the best decision for the majority, not for yourself. And that's just something that you could carry out into real life. You understand what I'm saying? There's so many lessons that you could get from basketball that carry on to real life. And I think that's with all sports. I don't know about hockey though. Hockey, they just fight. They just fight it out. You have to go into a game knowing what your strengths and weaknesses are. You know, some kids have better, right? People, you're gonna be more talented in one area, probably a little more than the next person. For example, you might be able to jump really high, so you would probably be really good at getting rebounds. You know what I'm saying? Getting offensive rebounds and putbacks. You might dribble the ball very well, you know, and pass well. You might be good at breaking down the press, making sure your team is able to run the offense efficiently, you know, make smart passes, you understand? Create less turnovers for your team. You might shoot the ball really well. You're a very good three-point shooter. You're a very good three-point shooter. You might you're going into the game with the perspective like, how can I get open shots? How can I get my shot off? You understand what I'm saying? And a good coach is going to put you in a position where you can get the most out of your gifts and your talents, right? If you're a good rebounder, I'm going to set you up so you're down low in the game getting rebounds. If you can shoot really well, I'm going to set you up so you're on the wing, have somebody penetrate and kick it out to you so you can get your shot off. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to go into the game knowing what your strength is and how you're going to, what's your plan of execution or how you're going to capitalize off your strengths. You understand what I'm saying? You might be really athletic, right? You might be very athletic but don't have that much skill. You can't dribble, can't shoot that well. But then you could be a very good defender. You can get a lot of steals, blocks, and then help your team get the ball to your teammates who can score the basketball. So happy holidays. Thank you for watching. You know, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe. All right, Basketball Tutor, Zoo Team, 2020. It's on. You know what I mean? All right, take care. Later.